So I'm pretty sure that I can speak for most OT and OT students when I say that there are a lot of myths that come along with our field. So in honor of OT month, I'm going to attempt to debunk some of these myths. Now, if you take one thing away from this entire video, I would hope that you understand that OTs do not help people find jobs. That would be a job coach, which we are not. Which brings me to number one. OTs help people find jobs. Now, I can understand where this myth comes from because if you think about it, an occupation means a job. But in this case, it can also mean an activity that a person engages in every day. And that means an occupation can be anything. It can be cooking, it can be getting dressed, it can be playing sports, or driving, or hobbies, or basically anything that a person does every day. So that being said, if someone were to be in a car accident and fracture their wrist or develop a condition such as ALS or Parkinson's that hindered their ability to perform everyday actions such as getting dressed or brushing hair, toileting, showering, anything, that's where OTs come in. Our role is to help clients be able to perform their everyday occupations with ease. Number two, OTs are PTs for the hand. So this myth bothers me a lot because there is so much more that we do than just hand injuries. I mean, yes, an OT can become a certified hand therapist. That's because a hand injury directly relates to us. If you were to break your thumb or break a finger, it would affect your ability to brush your hair, button buttons, zipper up a zipper, eat, hold a cup, play piano. It would affect everything. And so since we focus on you being able to participate in your daily occupations, the hands relate directly to us. What most people don't understand is that there is a difference between the role of an OT versus the role of a PT. A PT looks more at the impairment itself and works on improving your range of motion, your endurance, your strength, and your joint mobility, whereas an OT looks at you holistically and sees that you want to complete X, Y, and Z. How can we help you complete your activities regardless of the impairment? And that can be done through teaching them new ways of completing said task or providing adaptations that make it easier. But regardless, the PT and OTs work hand in hand, but our roles are very different. Number three, occupational therapy is only for the disabled. This myth, I understand where it comes from. We do have the word therapy in our title, so that kind of leads people to assume that we only help people who are disabled, but that's not true. Yes, the majority of our population is the disabled because they're going to need help accomplishing their everyday activities, but that's not the only population that we serve. If anybody, regardless of what condition, whether it be eyesight or balance, whatever it is, if you have a problem independently completing your everyday tasks, come see us. We can help you. That's our job. So, for example, if there's a child who has a problem with his handwriting, he would most likely see a school OT to work on handwriting skills so that he can engage in school activities every day. On the other side, if there's an elderly gentleman who, with age, has a decline in his vision and his balance and needs his home environment modified, we help with that too. It doesn't only have to be those who have a disability. It can be anybody. Number four, OT is only in medical settings. Yes, we mostly practice in medical settings such as hospitals or outpatient clinics, but we can also be based in other areas as well. Most schools have school-based OTs to work on school skills such as social skills or handwriting skills. We can also be based in a nursing home and work with the elderly. There's also an area of OT called hippotherapy where clients are on horseback and the horse's movement is utilized as the therapy tool. So those are a couple other practice settings that we are in. So whether it be hand therapy, hospital-based rehab, pediatric clinics, or hippotherapy, there is so much more to OT than meets the eye.